There's a yellow-bellied marmot down there. Again, I can't see through the viewfinder because of the sun. He's just running around. I don't know if you can see him or not. Didn't have the camera out fast enough, but there's another yellow-bellied marmot, and he's right along the knife ridge. Pretty interesting. I lost him now, but pretty cool. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna head down this knife ridge up. There's the false peak I've been talking about. We'll head on the back side of that over, and then that'll be our last push to the top of that 11,300 plus foot peak. Sweet. And I've seen a total of 3 yellow-bellied marmots. I'll keep the camera handy, see if we can't get them. It's hard to traverse this boulder field with a tripod and camera. It makes it difficult.
Careful going up here. Make sure I don't grab on and get involved in some of this loose stuff.
There's the destination. Teasing me, just peeking up over the side of that ridge. There's the false peak up there. You can see I'm in another snowfield. Some more mountain ranges this direction. And I'll tell you, these hikes take some energy. There's probably some people that could do a lot better. Probably there is people that can do it better than I am, who are in shape. You can tell I'm kind of slurring my words. A little bit tired, but it feels good. Man, just look at this place. Take a quick peek at that lake in between these trees. Look how turquoise that lake is. If I'm getting it, once again, it's just hard to see. It's so bright out here. I am about 95% positive this canyon you're looking at right now is the canyon that Nutton and Campfire Talk and I went up to on Llama Trek. And one thing that's interesting is shortly after Llama Trek, this mountain burned, and it burned good. In fact, you could see the flames on the mountain for miles and miles. That's how big they were. Ooh, I'm having a hard time keeping it still. There's where we're going. So you can see we'll hit, man, it's so hard to see out of this thing. Right there, you can see that trail in the middle of the screen. That's kind of taking us the backside of this ridge, and it'll lead to our goal. Now, honestly, from here, that looks a bit intimidating. I'm not quite sure where to ascend that. As we get closer, we'll have to make some more evaluations. Might have to ascend that west side, I don't know. We'll see. is gonna be a big push to get up that. And what has me concerned is that snowfield right there. Because if I go down that, that's not gonna be for a fun ride. Could be the last ride. We'll get up closer, take a look. All that boulder navigation takes its toll on me physically. It gets me tired. So I'm pretty much to the base of the peak. And that is obviously, well, maybe you can't see it on camera, but that is going to be one hell of a push. I'm gonna have to navigate those snowfields too. I don't dare go on those at that steep angle. And given the what the result would be. I think I'm seeing a line though that I could take that would take me around them. I'd be all right. This part of the knife bridge isn't too bad. A lot of it is just boulder hopping. All right, I need 2 hands.
There she is. Let's hit it. I'm coming up on those snowfields. I don't think it's going to be near as bad as I thought down at the bottom. We should be okay. In this mountain range, the top of this peak is about as remote as you can get. Oh man, legs, lungs are burning.
So that is the ridge that I just traversed. So you can see right here, this mountain range, I'm on the other side of that. That's where I was camped with the lake there. There she is right behind me, mocking me. But you know what? I'm taking it step by step, section by section. I'm gonna make it. This is actually the first time that I've felt the effects of elevation. It kind of... Oh, I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, that's just my Mountain Dew, lack of Mountain Dew today. But in all seriousness, I can feel the elevation. My lungs aren't getting as much oxygen. Last time I did these peaks, I hit about 9,000 feet and I could feel it. But where I camped was about 90, well, it's probably close to 10, maybe. Well, I'd say between 98 and 10,000 feet. So I spent the night there, so probably got a little accustomed to it to some degree. But given the steepness and given the altitude that I'm at right now, I've got to be 11 plus now. I can feel it. And I need a Mountain Dew. There's this one shot right here I gotta key you guys into. It is just gorgeous. Look at just those mountain ranges after mountain ranges after mountain ranges as far as the eye can see. I love that. Actually, there's lots of areas that you're looking at right down in there that I've been with my sons. Another area up there with Nuttin. So I know that area quite well. It's kind of fun to see it from this vantage point. You know what's going to be fun is once I get off these ridges and back in those snowfields, I'm going to make some good time going down. That'll be fun. Quite honestly, this is where the mental side of things comes in, the mental toughness, the ability to maintain the current course even though it's killing me. It's tough going. Getting there though. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you there was a battle going on internally saying, you know what, it's time, turn around and go home. Because what you have to remember is when you get to the top, you still got to get back. View's getting better too. I'll show you in a little while when we get up there a little bit further. Nice. Woo! Check this out. Actually, let me get down here. Give you a 360. This way if I fall, I won't fall to my death. That last push was grueling. Look at all that. Nice. And that's 360. That has got to be another geocache, which is interesting because I ran into one a few weeks ago. I don't know if that video will post before this one. Let's check it out. There it is. There's a viper horn logger. Here is a notepad and pen. Oh, there's more. There's more pelicans out. You see them right there? Isn't that something? White, black-tipped wings. When they came over, it was pretty obvious what they were. I mean, they flew right above my head. Interesting. Snack, had some water, and now we're going to head back down. So time to turn that switch back on in the brain to say, all right, you've enjoyed it, you've been up here, you've been hanging out, now it's time to go down and be careful in doing so. So, got to go down this way, and that's the direction we came up. See this knife ridge right here? Let's see. Again, I'm having a hard time seeing. Oh, right here. Okay, got it. Right here, and we'll go on the back side of this one, and then this I actually came up over here, and I did see some spots I could jump down a little bit early, and then we'll ride that snowfield down, and that ought to save us a bunch of time. So let's get to getting.
that's all she wrote. Made it back to camp. And to give you guys an idea of the time frame, it took me 3.5 hours from camp to get to the peak. Of course, understand I do a lot of filming, so that slows me down some too. But on the way back, without doing very much filming, a little bit, it took me 1 hour and 40 minutes. So 3.5 versus 1 hour and 40 minutes. So just going downhill. And then of course those snow fields really help. But I'm gonna pack it up here and we're gonna get out of here.